Welcome back to iTCA, I Teach Cybersecurity Academy, where we make cybersecurity simple, useful, and practical for everyone. In the previous module, you learned how risk is formed using threats, vulnerabilities, and value. In this module, we zoom in on one very important question: what exactly are we protecting? Because here is a simple truth in cybersecurity: you cannot secure what you don't know exists. This module is all about assets. By the end of this lesson, you will understand what an asset is, why not all assets are equally important, and how security professionals decide what deserves the most protection. Let's start with a simple definition. An asset is anything that has value to an organization. That value may be financial, operational, legal, or reputational. Assets are not just computers or servers. They include hardware, software, data, people, and even reputation. Before we worry about hackers or attacks, we must worry about inventory. If you don't know what you own, you can't protect it. Assets generally fall into a few major categories. First, there's information. This includes data, passwords, files, databases, customer records, and intellectual property. In many organizations, information is the most valuable asset of all. Next, we have systems. These are the tools that store, process, or transmit information. Servers, laptops, mobile phones, applications, and cloud platforms all fall into this category. Another critical asset is people. Employees, administrators, and executives are assets because they have access, knowledge, and decision-making power. If people are compromised, systems often follow. Finally, there is reputation. Trust from customers, partners, and the public is extremely valuable. Once reputation is damaged, it can be very difficult to recover. To make this clearer, think about a bank. Which is more valuable to the bank? The physical building, the computers inside the building, or the customer data? The correct answer is customer data. Buildings can be rebuilt, computers can be replaced, but lost or leaked customer data can cause permanent damage. This brings us to an important realization: not all assets are equally important. To understand this, imagine you are packing to move to a new house. You have many boxes, but not all boxes are treated the same. One box might be labeled kitchen and contain plates and cups. Another box might be labeled safe and contain high-value jewelry. Even though both boxes are important, you clearly treat the jewelry box with much more care. Organizations do the same thing with assets. In cybersecurity, we categorize assets based on criticality, or how important they are to the organization. At the highest level are what we often call the crown jewels. These are assets that would cause severe damage if lost or compromised. Examples include customer databases and intellectual property. Next are standard assets. These are important but replaceable. Employee laptops are a good example. Losing one is serious, but it does not usually destroy the organization. Finally, there are low-value assets. These have minimal impact if compromised. Something like cafeteria menu files falls into this category. Understanding these levels helps organizations focus their security efforts where it matters most. Now let's apply this thinking. Imagine I give you a list of items found in a coffee shop: a Wi-Fi router, a secret recipe book, paper napkins, and a customer credit card machine. Your task is to rank them by value. This exercise trains your mind to think like a security professional by identifying what truly matters. You can also practice this on a larger scale. List the assets of a university, a small online business, or a hospital. In each case, you'll quickly see that data and people often matter more than physical equipment. Let's recap. In this module, you learned what an asset is, why security starts with knowing what exists, the different types of assets, and why not all assets deserve the same level of protection. You also learned how assets are categorized based on criticality, from crown jewels to low-value items. If this lesson helped you think differently about security, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with others learning cybersecurity, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next lesson. In the next module, we'll connect assets to threats and continue building your information security assessment skills.